when you're crossing this great country. There's some beautiful sights. This is boring by comparison, but you can't help and wonder what it was like to cross this in a covered wagon or a stagecoach, by horse, by foot. My God, I'm in Wyoming. Of course, I'm crossing it in the van that can, because I'm a man. You can't be a man if you don't own a van. A van that can, like the Astro van. I had to stop. I got to do some push-ups and wake my body up. I thought I'd share this. Overland Trail. And in quotes up at the top there, it says, "From the Platte west to Fort Bridger is one of the most uninterrupted panorama of barren hills, sandy plains, ugly, tortuous ravines, and blank desolation. All life and all living things seem to be gone." And in parentheses it says, "Overland Trail traveler Demas Barnes in 1866. A fading set of trail ruts across the high desert east and west at this point are all that remain of the Overland Trail, a busy highway in the 1860s for immigrants, freight and mail, and stagecoaches between the Missouri River and the West Coast. Fur traders traveled portions of this trail as early as 1825, followed by mountain men and explorers. Explorers who described the area as the war ground of several hostile tribes. Despite such warnings, Ben Holliday moved his stage and mail route from the Oregon Trail south to the Overland Trail in 1862. He left the Oregon Trail near today's North Platte, Nebraska, and rejoined it in western Wyoming, near Granger. It says here, see the map, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Holliday's famous red Concord stages of matched teams of horses crossed these barren hills, changing teams at swing stations, and procuring meals and fresh drivers at home stations located 50 miles apart. A traveler described the home station in 1866 as this: cold, discomfort, and misery. May I never see the like again. Stages were driven day and night, traveling up to 125 miles in a 24-hour period. Immigrant parties also used the trail. The post surgeon at Fort Halleck counted over 17,000 immigrants in 1864 alone. Travel across this waterless stretch was extremely tedious, and the new route also proved vulnerable to attack by Native Americans. In spite of military protection based at Fort Halleck, stage stations were raided and burned, and many travelers were killed. The Transcontinental Railroad, completed in 1869, ended the stage and mail service on the Overland Trail, but immigrant parties continued to use it for many years thereafter. This was donated by the Snyder Oil Company. So that's pretty neat, huh? That's pretty neat. Whew. I'm a mess. Don't have my howdy doody hat on. Anyhow, I gotta do some, like I said, I'm gonna do some push-ups and jump around here, get my body woken up. I'm tired just from driving, beat up. So I'm gonna take this here. I think I'm still on a 13. I'm gonna take it to the 80 and shoot straight across. So I think one day and 5 hours of driving straight, of course, I'll be breaking that up. And yeah. So they did it in stagecoaches back then. Doing it in an Astro van today. There was road construction. We were stopped there for a half hour waiting to move. And then it was about 7 miles of unpaved road. I was the lead vehicle, so that was nice. Just think of it. Indian attacks, no water. Oxen pulling cart, horses. I mean, it was tough. This country was founded by tough people. And of course, somebody's going to say, they stole it. Yeah, well, I encourage you to study the history of peoples all over the world, because it's the same story everywhere. And it's just how it is, man. Anyhow, these markers are all over. I wish I would have stopped at all of them, but I just got to keep moving, you know. Have a good day.